This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of XCOM Enemy Unknown. In the last episode, we started out the XCOM initiative.
Commander to the research labs.
Shut up! We started the XCOM initiative because aliens are attacking the planet. Can we fight them off? Let's start as we prepare ourselves for the next event. Each event is just basically the council coming in going, are you doing a good job? Are you protecting people? You can, if you don't do what the council want or help your fellow humans, you'll get less and less money and then possibly get disbanded. Basically, we don't want to get disbanded, otherwise that's the way to lose the game, is that the council loses faith in you and they disband XCOM, going their own way, which ends up the game losing. So, alright, we're in the base here. Look at all the base here. Woo! There's quite a lot of empty spots there, like a lot of areas that could be improved upon to improve our chances against the alien hordes. Because I bet as intellectually and highly advanced as they are, they're only sending short waves, and if we don't prepare ourselves, they'll start sending out big old baddies. But let's see what we can do before we continue on. Let's look at research. Do we have any options?
Hello, Commander. My name is Dr. Valen. I oversee the research labs. This is where all of XCOM's research and development takes place. We have already begun analyzing the artifacts recovered from our first encounter with the aliens. Based on our preliminary findings, we believe we can use them to develop some new equipment for our soldiers. With your approval, we will begin research immediately.
Alright, Dr. Valen. She helps us. I mean, there is some story in this game, just to give you a heads up, but for the most part, it's, I mean, what we've been told is what we've been told, so it's just like, I think there's a couple of story beats in the game, like when it comes to the end game, that pop up, but for the most part, it's do whatever you need to try and win the game. So this is how we improve our people, so you can keep handling the threat against the aliens. We can start looking at, whoops, I was actually going to look at researching something. So let's see what we can do for now. Everything takes a certain amount of days and costs to dictate. So really, if you play this game multiple times, you can kind of figure out what's probably the most effective thing to research and stuff like that. And then the harder difficulties, you have to figure out the pure point, most important stuff to work on first to survive. Since we're playing normal mode, it's not, hit or miss if we don't get exactly what we need to get started. But let's see what we got here. Xenobiology takes 8 days for sectoid corpses. I think we have 4 from the first battle of the game. Interestingly enough, it's crucial that we gain a thorough understanding of the aliens' physiology in order to develop weapons and tactics better suited to combat them. But so by studying that, it opens up new blueprints and extra things that you can use to affect the basic alien biology. Weapon fragments. 8 days, 5 weapon fragments. These fragments are all that remains of the powerful alien weaponry we've encountered so far. Further study could lead to advances in our own weapons and development programs. This will help us get blueprints for weapons to fight the aliens, different types, and alien materials. 8 days, 5 weapon fragments. The aliens appear to be using materials that are lighter and stronger than anything we've ever seen. A cursory examination has already given us ideas for a way to improve our soldiers' current body armor, but more research is required. So basically, bonuses against the aliens and knowing what abilities they can use, weapons, and armor. Any would be good. I usually like to study the physiology first, but either way, if you're worried about damage and stuff like that, maybe going with armor would be just as good.
Commander to engineering. Commander to
I agree.
All right.
That does seem
We'll
to
come.
be the most pressing of our current research options. We'll begin immediately. I will notify you when a complete report is available.
Alright, we started that. Let's check engineering, because usually the game will tell you if something's like got a question on it, like it shows up top, or if you with a little exclamation point. So let's check engineering.
Ah, Commander. I was wondering when you'd be stopping by. Welcome to engineering. Anything they can dream up in the research labs, we can build it here. Speaking of which, Dr. Valen has just sent us some new schematics. With your approval, we will begin fabrication.
Alright, we've got our engineer. This is how you buy stuff and build stuff for the for your base. Let's look in See if anything we can buy right now. Med kits. Med kits are always important. I usually, at least at the beginning of the game, I try to give every unit a med kit until later on, until we figure out otherwise. Let's see.
Commander to mission
We can also build satellites. An
Commander
advanced
to mission
reconnaissance
control.
satellite modified to detect the unique gravitational distortion caused by alien craft in flight. This will help us find UFOs. If we don't have enough of these, they can possibly get away and cause trouble, which will lose us points with the council. So keep that in mind. Let's see. Tactical info restores 4 health to an ally, but can be upgraded for greater effectiveness. Can save a critical wounded ally for breathing out. Holding a medical kit confers immunity to poison. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know that. Huh. Can be used to neutralize poison in an ally. Huh. I guess sometimes you forget small details while playing these games. Okay. Currently our credits are pretty low, so I don't want to... let's see. I don't even know how many I've got right now.
Commander to mission
I might double check
control.
my...
Commander
I'll
to
come
mission
back
control.
later on that. So because we only got so much money, I don't want to go spending willy-nilly until I know what I've
We've still
got.
got some room to grow up here. But if we really want to expand our facilities, we're going to have to start excavating beneath the base. Unfortunately, the deeper we go, the more it's going to cost.
Okay. Yeah, this is how we build our base. We got a lot of options on how to build our base, and if I remember correctly, you can also what's the word? You can certain things you can build can also stack if you build certain things together. We don't have that ability yet, but all right, what can we build here? I'm just looking at kind of my options for the moment. We don't need a power generator
Commander to
yet. We
mission
will need to.
control.
Okay,
Commander
it's
to
yeah. This
mission
one,
control.
for example, shows power generator. Supply the power needed to run the facility. Each has 6 power. If you look up at the upper right corner, you can see power 25 of 37. So when we build things, it requires power or facilities. Like let's look at satellite uplink. Requires 5 power, so we could build it, but we don't have enough engineers, so we can't even think about that right now. And a thermo generator, which is used over steam vents, which are here and here. So we can only build 2 throughout the whole game. But yeah, this one is a case of if you buy multiple power generators and put them back to back, like right next to each other, you get an additional 2, so you can get 8 out of certain ones. So keep that in mind when you're building your stuff. You can remove things and build new things in that spot, but remember, building new things still costs days. I think removing them only can be done within the same day, but building new stuff is a completely different matter. So right now, I might
Commander to
save
mission
these
control.
3 for maybe power
Commander
supply,
to
maybe.
mission control.
I don't need to spend them right. Actually, it's always a good idea to think ahead because you never know when you're going to get because of how much time it takes to build something. So, how much would it take to build an access lift? Oh yeah, you have to. Also, every time you build something, you're also looking at cost. Everything costs something in this game, so we want to make sure that we don't build more than we take in. Otherwise, we'll slowly be hemorrhaging money as well. I think right now I'm not going to spend any money yet on a facility, but I will pretty soon. Let's see. Let's look at our barracks. I think we can upgrade some solos too. All right, here we go. We got all our
Commander to mission
people.
control.
Let's
Commander to mission
whenever
control.
you get random people in your group, they all start off until later on when you get like an ability which allows new units to start off as a specified class. But when they start out, they're all like regular units, and then when they promote, they turn into a new class like heavy and stuff like that. The only bad thing is there's no way to guess, so if you have a specific model you've detailed and
Commander
everything
to
like that and you
mission
want
control.
to be specific,
Commander to
it's
mission
oh
control.
well. I'm gonna go to mission control. You can calm down. Alright, let's customize our units. In this game, I was gonna do this last episode, but too much time, but we can actually change our units. One of the more, if you've ever watched an XCOM video online or any game like this, people always like to name them after themselves, their friends, or whatever, you know. So I'm going to name these after games I've played over the course of the game. So let's see, what do you look like? I think we can actually customize his face and stuff like that. Should I do that yet? I might do that off screen for customizing certain dudes. But right now, I think I'm just gonna name them at the moment. So, all right. Let's upgrade this guy first before we do anything else.
The assault class.
All right, this
serves as
guy
the
is an
front
assaulter.
line. They're the first ones into a fight and the last ones out.
Alright, these are basically guys who are going to rush in, kind of like a scout, I guess, because they can take the hits and go in, and they've got a bit of extra movement. But yeah, they're kind of your go in, get them going. So, alright, we've already leveled them up. Yeah, I don't know why we need to be there to do that, but turns him into Squatty. He gets running gun, allows firing or overwatch after dashing. Dashing is when you go into that yellow or orangish like range where you double move and stuff like that. But this allows you, if you activate, allows you to overwatch a fire, which that can be pretty nice in some situations. So let's name this guy. Let's name him. Oh, what's the name of?
Commander to mission control.
God, what's his name
Commander to
again?
mission control.
Was his name Lance or? Oh crap! I forgot his name. From one of my first games called Insurgents. I'm trying to remember his name now. I think his name was Lance, if I remember correctly. I'll have to double check that off screen. Let's see. Whoops.
Commander to mission control. Commander to mission
God,
control.
Lance was one of the first games I ever played on my channel a long time ago. Man, I can't even watch that video anymore, or those videos, because of my mic was so bad and I was first starting out and everything like that. But I check it out every once in a while just to see how far I've come. And the game itself wasn't really that great either. So, all right, you're Lance. I forgot your last name though. Well, not Insurgent. What was the? Oh, what's the name of the game again? Oh, it was yeah, we'll just leave it as we'll just leave it as is for now. So all right, got another guy, Australia. Oh yeah, this guy's our sniper, by the way.
Massive amounts of damage from afar, but without sufficient training, they're vulnerable in close combat situations.
All right, this guy's ranked Squatty, and he's got the ability Headshot. Fire shot with 30% critical chance and extra damage on critical hits based on the tech level of the rifle. So it doesn't guarantee a hit. It proves your chances to get a critical. So snipers are, if you do them right, are probably one of the most powerful characters in the whole game, just because of what they can do, and if you build in the right abilities, it's pretty insane. But anyway, I also forgot to mention, when you look at your stats, it actually has, each squaddy you get has random nationalities, which is kind of neat. Unfortunately, I don't remember every flag in the game. I think
Commander to mission
that's not.
control.
Is that Mexico or is that Spain? Yeah, you can tell I am not as familiar with flags as I am other things. But anyway, this guy is Australian. Yeah, Australian. Anyway, we're gonna name him. We're gonna name him off of Ryu from. Yeah, I know he's not Japanese, but I'm gonna name him Ryu Hayabusa anyway. So from how do you spell Hayabusa?
Commander
Well,
to
I'll
mission
change it
control.
later if I
Commander to mission control.
from my Ninja Gaiden 3 playthrough of the game. Yeah, like I said, he doesn't look like it, but whatever. All right, and then let's see. We got our heavy.
The heavy weapons specialist provides a crucial service to the squad. With the rocket launcher in tow, there are demolitions experts.
So far, we got 3 of the people. There's a couple more classes, which we can't get till later, if I remember correctly. This guy is Fire Rocket using an equipped
Commander to
launcher.
mission
This
control.
ability cannot be used after
Commander
moving,
to
nor
mission control.
more than once per mission. It's basically like a dedicated grenade because of the range. Actually, I think the range on it actually gets bigger depending on your build on it. I forgot. See, like I said, I don't remember flags, and the game doesn't like show the actual name of the flag. But all right, this guy's gonna be. I think we're gonna go with Bryce from Never Dead. I forgot Bryce's last name though. I'm just gonna put his name as the name of the game he's from because I don't remember. But later
Commander to mission control. Commander to mission control.
Oops, I didn't want to do that. All right, we'll deal with customizing and naming some dudes later. Actually, I could do that really quick. Let's see. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do that later because I'm forgetting all the names of all my characters. Although we do have a female unit, and I want to at least name her. She's from Germany, I think. Yeah, Vice is German. So, okay, I'm going to name her Merida from my Brave playthrough from a long time ago, which I've also forgotten her last name as well. So I'm just going to call her Brave. There we go. Yeah. Woohoo! Wait for me for remembering all my old stuff. All right, let's go to mission control and see what they want, what they need from me, so we can actually figure out what to. Okay, so you go to mission control to scan to basically improve time in the game, so we can get to the either next event or something else will occur or things can go by. So let's see. Can't do anything in. Let's see. Do we have any money for upgrades yet? Nope. Or we don't have the training yet. That's right. Okay, we can also hire soldiers. Alright. Gotta name actually, whenever we get an American flag, I need to remember to name one after me, just because. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. Because I've played so many games over the years, I'm just trying to remember all the games. All right, let's name this guy Dante after Devil May Cry, just because. And I'll just name it after the game. Yeah, I'm not really caring. In this case, I'm not really caring like what nationality or whatever. I'm just naming them from games I've played in the past. So, let's see. You are a. Oh, what am I trying? I'm gonna name you Pac-Man. from my Pac-Man playthrough. I'll just leave his name, the last name the same, because I don't know what Pac-Man's last name. I guess I could have called him Pac and the last name Man. I guess. From that. Let's see. What do you look like? What are you a? God, if I had a really good memory, I would just name these people off the top of my head. You know what? Here we go. Let's name. Let's get a Barry Burton in here. I hear a lot of people online want to use him as a character in their playthroughs of games. From Resident Evil 1, from Jill's playthrough of the game. I don't know if he looks like a Barry because he doesn't really have the beard for it. Oh, I forgot Mr. Fong here. Let's name you. Let's see. He's Chinese. I would name him Chun-Li if he was female. Even though I haven't played that on my channel yet. Let's see. I'm trying to remember what other games I've played. Actually, let's name this guy after the game I'm currently playing right now. One of my current games, Kazuki from Front Mission 3. I forgot his last name now, though. I think it's not Fong. It's like, but we'll just name him Kazuki from Front Mission. All right, we'll name the rest of them later. So, all right, well, let's just show the map and go on to the next. So we need to scan for activity to, so we can either scan and just hope that, ooh, hollow globe, neat. But anyway, we basically just let time pass. Obviously, we don't want to wait every single second, so so we just press X to scan for activity, and hopefully something happens. Okay, we'll just keep going until biology is finished. Uh-oh. Looks like we've got a new alien abduction. So we can choose to ignore it.
Requests for assistance. Abductions in progress are marked on the hologlobe.
So you can choose to ignore it if you want to, but ignoring it for so long will get the council to get mad at you. So really depending on the difficulty or your resources, you may or may not want to fight every single one, because there's a chance you could lose a dude or stuff like that. So keep that in mind. But anyway, let's look at our options here for the abduction site. So we can go to Japan. It's easy. Panic levels very minimal. Engineers 4. So if we beat this mission, we get 4 engineers. Engineers are very important for building stuff quicker, having more options, stuff like that. So that would definitely be very solid. We could go to the United States. Difficulty a little bit more challenging, but you get 200 credits. Credits are also kind of hard to come by, at least in the early game, so that'd also be a very solid option too. And we can also get oh, by the way, engineers are used for building stuff, and then scientists, which we can get from New in Egypt, are for researching stuff. So keep that in mind as well. So all of these options are very solid, whichever one you want. And this one's also moderate. God, engineers would be pretty nice for building stuff, but like I said, all of them are pretty good choices. But do I want a high difficulty at this early stage, since I haven't really built up any of my dudes? I think we're going to go, despite my best decision for wanting to get money, we're going to get some engineers from Japan. So let's go to Japan and get rid of the invaders. Alright, now we're at the squad screen. Later on, we can get upgrades when we build the officer training school to get more squaddies on our team, up to 6. But for now, all we can choose is 2. Since we're doing a new mission, I'm going to let's see, let's clear out all our units, and I want to put in some newbies just to get some other people with more experience, because the way since I'm playing the game with no reloads when a character dies, I want to have multiple characters, at least on easy missions or at the early part of the game, to have a couple of levels spaced out between people, so I can have an option of a plethora of characters. So later on, I'll probably end up getting a specific customized squaddies, going for those who I want guaranteed to be leveled up and stuff like that. But can I customize the loadout at all? Okay, we just all have the grenades, so I don't have any medikits. So I will have to in the future start buying medkits for at least one of my units. So yeah, we shouldn't have anything available to upgrade. We don't have anything, so we can leave all of our stuff as is. So all right, let's try out another mission of XCOM: Enemy Unknown. And also, I think we can. All right, and then we just have to. Yeah, stuff can happen from going from one mission to the next, so keep that in mind as well.
Strike 1. Prepare for landing.
All right, let's. All right, can we handle the next mission of XCOM: Enemy Unknown, or will the aliens pull out a surprise at the last stop? Find out next time on the next mission of XCOM: Enemy Unknown. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.